Welcome everyone. Okay, so let me explain what unicorn spit is just in case you've never heard of it or whatever. So this is unicorn spit. It is a gel stain, okay? And lots of people use it for furniture and funky fairy wood looking stuff, okay? This is also unicorn spit. It's called the Artistic Vivation line, and it's the metallics. So they're sisters. These are the metallics. And then there's also the sparkling. So these are less pigmented. This is just from my own experience. I'm just an affiliate. And I'm learning as I go. I've been painting with unicorn spit for years, years and years. And recently, a year or so, became an affiliate. Thank you, Michelle Nicole. Anyway, so I'm learning more and more about this fabulous product. It became my favorite product immediately. So this gel stain is sparkling. See all the sparkle stuff? So it's less pigmented. There's lots of gel in it, like a clear gel with some tint and lots of sparkle. All of this you can mix together. Also, you can mix it with alcohol, especially the metallics. These babies, they're gorgeous. Anyway, you mix that with alcohol and do your alcohol inks or whatever you do. You can mix them with acrylics. They stand alone. You can put it in resin. You can use it in UV resin. Just make sure your proportions are right, you know, the liquid, all that. Thanks for the hearts. I see them going up. Thank you. Anyway, so that's what it is. There's no acrylic or latex or anything gluey in here at all. There's none of that. It's non-toxic. It's water soluble. So when it dries, it looks really vibrant when it's wet. Let me just tell you that. It looks very vibrant when it's wet. And then it dries pretty fast. So all you have to do, if it's already dry and you want to keep working, or say you want to leave and go do something and come back, it's okay. It's not like acrylics where now you got to add more on top because the underneath is dry. All you have to do is dampen your brush and it starts picking right back up again. Let me see if I can show you. This was yesterday. I was working on this. And so there's the purple. Isn't that neat? So the cool thing about this is I loved oil painting, okay, when I was an oil painter. Because you can leave for the day and come back and still keep working with it. So I loved that. I didn't like when I was ready to be done or I wanted to move on to another part, it was still wet and I had to wait. Okay, so then I went to acrylics because it was a fast drying thing. Bummer though, because if I left for an hour and came back, apparently I do that a lot, it was dry. So then it was like, okay, either find the right color that you had, which I mix everything all the time, or just start building on top of it, okay? I don't have a problem with texture, but I do like to rework things. I like to paint something and then later come back in and say, I'm gonna add something else, and just keep going. Unicorn spit allows me to do that. So that's why one of the reasons it's become my favorite. Now, when I'm ready to seal it and say, oh, I love this, it's perfect, I'm gonna seal it, then I'm gonna grab an oil-based spray. Hold on. This is all free. I'm not even here yet. So, this is the Minwax polyurethane. There's quick dries, everything. That's what you want, a polyurethane oil-based spray. Any brand. So then you spritz it, and if I'm gonna keep working on it, then like if you can see there's parts of this hat that's shiny, it's because I spritzed it. And then I came back and sanded around where I want to keep working, but that I don't have to worry that that part's gonna come off because it's sealed. But I can take unicorn spit or whatever and continue to build right on top of that, even if it's sealed, that's fine. And then I can seal it again, and I can do that again if I want. So if you're like me and you like to do like incremental painting, you're gonna like that. Or the mixed media stuff. So, okay, that's that. But unicorn spit, by the way, I am an affiliate. I don't know if I told you, but in my bio, my profiles, everywhere, you will find a link. It says Michelle Nicole. She is the creator of this beautiful product. Anyway, just try it. If your friends got some, borrow it. You won't need very much. It's very concentrated. Anyway, I'm just, you know, when you find something that just changes how you do art in the best positive way, you want to share it. So that's what happened. It's the product, but it's what it does that really freed me up in painting. And so that's why I'm like the cheerleader, sincerely. So, okay, before we get going, I haven't looked at anybody, so hi, welcome, hello, love you. This is Unicorn Spit. Can you see it? And it's an actual whatever you call it, from Propel. Very cool, heavy. And I'm going to spray seal it with that spray seal tomorrow, along with all my crystals that I've been working on. So, let's see, Unicorn Spit crystals. Are they pretty? Oh, fun. Now, I've got green and root beer and pink and blue, and it is 11:48, and I gotta get started. So welcome. Hey, everybody. Hello, Art Tribe. Megan, welcome. Just random thoughts today. Thank you. This is a cup from Bluebird. She's a beautiful artist, a beautiful sis on TikTok. I call it my Mad Science cup. Thank you very much, Bluebird. Shout out to Bold Dreamer 321 and Sherry Carr, my subscribers. Booyah! And the next subscriber, I don't know if Bold Dreamer, I'm going to send you this video clip, but if I didn't send you a spoon, they're so fancy and pretty. I didn't make it, but I love them. And this is plastic, it's not glass, just so you know. But there's a silver one and there's a copper one. So for the next subscriber, they get to choose which one they want. I just like prizes. Alright. Alright, so let me get some Unicorn Spit, and I'm just going to start playing with this. If anybody has any questions, just ask and leave the message in the messages if I didn't catch you. Because I'm not seeing any comments, and it's probably because no one's commenting, but I don't know that for sure. Yeah, I don't know that for sure, so interesting. Okay, so I have my palette, got my Unicorn Spit person. And I take these Unicorn Spits and I put them in these little alcohol ink bottles. They're perfect. They've got the little needle nose, and if it gets clogged, you just dip it in water because it's water soluble. Did I tell you they smell like jasmine or lemongrass? They are scented jasmine and lemongrass. Art therapy, baby, and aromatherapy. Alright, so I've been working on pushing back the background, pushing it back away from her a little bit because the water over her shoulders made me feel like she was getting pushed off out of here. So I've been working on setting the background back a little bit, and I don't know what I'm doing. I have not gone to art school. I have not studied abroad. My mama taught me, and she was a beautiful artist, beautiful person. So anyway, and then I just went on to whatever I'm doing. So, so what I do is I poke around, and I have a couple favorite brushes for poking around, and you might be interested to know which ones they are, because they just seem to work. So, the skinny but kind of thick brush, because it gives me more control. The real skinny ones, they get like wiggly too much. I shake a little bit, so those are great for vines and things, but anyway, that one. And then also, I don't know the name of it, but it's that rounded blending type brush. And those two are my poke around brushes. And I also have a favorite brush that was my mama's, and that is my Get Me Out of This Mess brush. This is my miracle brush, and it works. Go get your brushes, pick the ones you like, name them. All right, let me see if I can scoot up without falling off this. Okay, so she's got issues with the top part, her breast. So I need to fix that because she's looking like she's sagging a little bit. Ow. So let me just see if I can blend in some colors that looks a little, maybe yellow, maybe pink. When you open these, a lot of times they will have like an air bubble or something in there, and they'll just kind of like that. So try to remember to cover the end when you twist. The regular unicorn spits don't seem to do it as much as the Artistic Vivations. No big deal. I just noticed it. So I say, welcome. All right. Now, let's see, I'm just going to get it a little bit damp. And you see, I just put a tiny speck right there. Can you see that? I mean, you don't need much unicorn spit at all. And it goes a long, long, long way. And I do like adding it to acrylics, especially when you've got an acrylic, maybe it wasn't, you know, top of the line, maybe. Well, you can take that acrylic and add whatever colors you want of unicorn spit, and that will strengthen that acrylic, that deepen the saturation like you would not believe. So if you have a pink that isn't strong enough, too watery, then you can mix your pink in with that. Just a couple drops, that's all you need. All right, so I've got a pink. I'm just making it super light pink. And very watery. I just want to go over her chest here. And I think I want to add a little brown. It's one of my favorite songs from my brother. At first I was like, oh, that's cool, I like that song. But now I really like it. I hear the words more and I get it. Alright. So let's see. I want her to have some sort of a collarbone area. But I also wanted some collar, so I'm not sure how to go about doing that. Like I say, I'm just going to poke around. I've mixed some brown in with my pink and white. We'll see what happens. Famous last words. I'm just going over everything I painted already in that area, and I'm not worried about it. I have really enjoyed this collaboration, I have to say. What I'm trying to do is give her breasts a little more fullness by some highlighting on it. But at the same time, I don't want it to look, you know. I'm not sure how to do that. It's different when you're working on someone else's piece. This is going back to Gradimus. So even though he says, you know, you can't mess it up and all that, there's still that don't mess it up feeling. I just want to get a little black, which I don't use a lot of black anymore. It used to be I shadowed everything. When I started shadowing with black. And then Mom, bless her heart, she showed me other ways to make shadows, like green, or highlights, like instead of white, use yellow or orange or whatever, and that's fun. So try that if you haven't tried that yet. I think it's all about just playing in whatever medium you're using. Just experiment if you're new, or like me, you've been painting for 30 years and you're still like new. I mean, I'm happy where I'm at. I've learned a lot, but I know I've got so much more to learn, and I'm excited about the journey, I have to say. I'm just not getting enough definition, and I don't like it, so I need to go dark and light, dark and light. That's how I get out of this mess. Adding highlights and lowlights. I'm just working around her tatas. Welcome, Beverly. It's slow going today here. Just playing on this unicorn spit Woodburn collab. Okay, so I kept trying to lighten it to get some sort of volume there, and it just kept getting bigger. So I went back to dark in some areas where I think the light wouldn't hit it, like just below a hem or below the lace, and that seems to be working out. Let me show you this one little one tiny little section over here. So I'm going to continue with that for a minute and see where it takes me. That is my brother, Ed Williams, going crazy on his guitar. I love it. Hang on, people. I'm going back over here where I'm comfortable for now. I'm putting a rock in. Like it. I'm mixing black, brown, and a little bit of pink and some rocks back here. And still working on setting that whole area back a little bit. Keeping it off of her body, off of her shoulders. Like that. It's a little too. But it's getting there, slow but sure. Aw, I'm beginning to really like her. You ever get through those times where you're painting and you really are starting to like it, you're excited because it's working, and then all of a sudden you do something and you lose it and you can't get it back. It doesn't, you just can't, it's gone. And you cry or you throw it in the trash. But then you go back and you dig it out, and no, it may not be exactly what you had in your mind, but it ends up yay anyway. It's very good. So don't quit. I think every piece of art that I did, I think I could have saved everyone except maybe the resin things. But I got frustrated or discouraged and let my mind start talking negative about myself, which is not a good thing. So I'm on a journey in art, but it's really for personal growth, and then it's also to help anyone else that struggles with those thoughts when you are, painting, that just being unsure and all that. I'm just here to say go for it. And really just think of it as not practice, but think of it as experiments. You're just playing, you're exploring. It's easier. It's easier that way. Then you can just, ooh, look what happened. That's not so bad. I'm trying to be so careful with the brown right here because I don't want it to look like she's got a hairy chest. So I'm not talking much, guys. I really didn't get any sleep last night, and I stayed up all night doing editing. So my brain is just in a fog. I don't I don't do that like I used to. We used to be night owls. Remember when you were young? You're probably still young out there. I'm talking to myself then. All right. I want to give her a collar. Change your outfit. Just blending like crazy. Her neck just got real short. I'm gonna get some water back behind her. Kind of like it better though, really. Zia Teal, love this color. Put some Zia Teal behind her, like it's water. Again, I did this yesterday, just back and forth, back and forth. But that's the beauty of it. It's when I finally stopped trying to finish something, which I have to deal with every painting I do. I get excited about starting it, then you get the frustration it's not working, then you go through stages. It's like the stages of grief. You just keep circling. But in a good way, because it's a journey and it's exploration and learning, and it's amazing. But so yeah, I've been here before. And that's okay. I guess that's the thing I'm trying to say is that's the process. That's my process. and it works for me, and I like it. So I'm hoping that you find your process, and it doesn't have to be like anybody else's. Your art and your heart are totally unique, and that's why you can't be wrong. This is your life, your art, your journey, and even when social media says, um, you know, you got to post this and you haven't done that and you've lost how many, don't, don't, just focus. I'm talking to myself as well. Just focus on the joy of creating and sharing it, and everything else, it'll eventually happen. It'll organically grow. Whatever it is that you're looking to do will come to pass as long as you just keep moving forward. Just keep doing what you're doing. So, and I tell myself that now. And it's happening. It's really happening. You know, I know a lot of times if someone says, okay, this is just art talk and whatever, spiritual talk. If someone says, you know, you manifest something, well, a lot of people, you know, in Christian circles may say, oh, that's witchy. I'm a Christian, but I manifest things, baby. Because God said I could. Yes, sir. Call things that are not as if they are. Thank you very much. I will. So, I do know how to paint. I'm just learning better ways. You know, that's so much better than me going, oh, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? What is that going to get me? So, anyway. How are you guys doing out there? I don't see anybody. That's so weird. Is my husband around? Tech Daddy. Are you seeing any comments? Because mine is just stagnant. It's just like, so that's okay. I don't know. Let me just play with her Tata a little bit. Smooth some things out. Aw, I love his voice. That's my brother, Ed Williams. Okay, I think I figured it out. So it's like, I'm trying to find my collarbone. It's like, where is your collarbone? There it is. So then past the collarbone, there's a little dip into that line of the neck. That is what I'm missing. It's like it went like up here. So sometimes it's good to take a mirror and turn your art to the mirror. You can, if you don't know what's wrong with something, when you do that, you're like, oh, it's just really like that. Might want to try that. I want some dark. Well, anyway, guys, I hope you're having a great day and you're planning to have a fabulous week. Manifest it. Well, let me tell you, my happiest manifestation ever has to do with unicorn spit. Well, maybe not the happiest, but most recent. It's pretty doggone happy, let me tell you. But, and that was, I shared with my husband, if I ever became an affiliate of anything, I would want it to be unicorn spit because I love this stuff. And it was just a couple days after that, Michelle Nicole, unicorn spit queen herself, the creator and maker of it, popped in on my live, and I saw the name Michelle Nicole, and I was like, that can't be the Michelle Nicole. And I looked, and sure enough, she called, and I'm glad she did because she's fun, she's a hoot. And we hit it off, and I got to ask her lots of questions and everything, and so I became an affiliate. Michelle Nicole, Artistic Vivations, Unicorn Spit, any of that group in there, you type in Michelle Nicole, it's going to come up. And so yeah, and you guys, there is a Unicorn Spit convention, a Unicorn Spit extravaganza coming, Kansas City, September, coming up. this September. So it's a 4-day thing, and wow, we're gonna spit like crazy, and I can't wait. And we get to meet everybody, all these other spitters and stuff. It's gonna be great. And then the I don't know about this, but the last night there's supposed to be this big shindig, and it started off to be a masquerade ball. It's all still in the works, so we don't really know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that we've landed, Michelle Nicole has landed on the felt hat and the cowboy boots that we're going to spit throughout this convention. We'll be spitting those, unicorn spit, and decorating to craziness, and then we're going to go out and do some line dancing as a huge group of unicorn spitters. This is going to be a hoot, I have to say. So I hope you can make it. And as things start to gel and the dates get totally set, I believe it's September 6th through the 9th. But I will be posting about it for sure. So anyway, just kind of be thinking about it, because why not? Life's short. Go have some fun. And you'll learn a bunch on unicorn spit. I'm looking forward to it because there's a lot I don't know. I can tell you that right now. Thanks guys for hanging out. I'm sorry I couldn't talk with anybody. I never got to see anyone. Something's up with that. So anyway, I hope your day is awesome. I hear my brother just cranking it on the guitar. He's amazing. Anyway, thank you, Ed, and thank you to the subscribers, Sherry Carr and Bull Dreamer 321. Love and light. Have a beautiful rest of the week. Bye.